Okay, so we moved on into the spray booth. I'm going to start getting some primer on the on these parts. I'm going to be using the AK Black primer, which I find is a really good primer. Trick is really make sure you give it a good stir. Don't just shake it. Get your stir stick in, get down the bottom, and really wake it up, because it does tend to separate and settle. And I think people's had problems where it's just not dried at all. Pretty good. This stuff's ready thinned as well, so it's just really convenient, just use straight out of the bottle. Okay. Put that there out of the way. Right, okay, so I'm going to be just using for primering my my Evolution. I think it's got a 0.2 in it. Pressure's 10 psi tops, I would have said. So I'm going to stick the extractor on, so it's probably going to get a bit noisy, but so I'm going to primer all the back bits of the dashboard, door panel cards, engine, all these bits on here. So front brakes and whatnot. These little bits. I will also prime this, even though this is probably going to be steel colour. I'll prime it up in a nice metallic. All this as well, and all inside here. So okay, let's get going. Right, we'll give it a nice couple of light going overs first, just as a bit of a grip coat. So you get all your edges. I don't think a lot of this can be seen anyway because you've got to open the doors, but it's always good practice. To one side, with the engine and gearbox coat. Manifolds. I'm just going to spray over the chrome parts. I was contemplating stripping it, but I think we'll be fine. So if it comes back to bite me later, then it's a lesson learned. One side, blast inside the shell. Around the back window. Then really you just want to try and get some black paint on where it's possible. When you look into the car, You don't want to see any red peeking through. Right, really only going to see this side of the exhaust because it does fit quite flush underneath the pan. So again, it's up to yourself really if you really do want to give it. I think I will give it just another full on primer coat just to make sure again nothing's going to show, any grey's going to show through when you look at the car. Not that I would have thought people would be looking underneath, but you never know. Load. Okay, so we've got some of the components in black primer, which is obviously going to be a nice base for whatever colour we did into. I think actually, to be honest, I might stick with a black interior on this one. I was thinking of going like a tan colour, but I don't know, I might keep it as black with a red body. So still not 100% decided what I'm doing, but we'll see. But anyway, that's a nice base coat anyway for upcoming painting. So gone on nice and smooth. So we'll let that dry and harden off, and then we can move on to painting the shell, getting the shell prepped, and all the bonnet and all the coloured components, and then get them painted and then put them to one side, let them harden off and dry, and then we can go the interior, engine bay, engine in, and all these sub-assemblies. So I'm going to primer these framing and probably under this, because this is going to be like I said, I think I've decided on red, so I'm going to primer these in white, if I can find it, yeah, which will be the AK white primer. Same with the body shell, it's either going to be AK or Mr. Base White, I think I might use, just as a nice, makes the red pop then. And that's it for now, so hopefully back soon.